Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Antics and Anecdotes. I'm Leonardo.
Tommy.
I'm Leo.
Angelo.
How's it going, everybody?
It's going
week.
well.
Es
Good
bueno.
week.
Es muy bueno.
It is
Friday.
fucking cold outside.
Dumping rain.
Bundled up.
Dumping.
Yeah, I've been in my ski jacket all week.
You're not bundled up, Leo. That's how you always
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, Leo, you always come to my house like this.
Comfortable.
Comfortable but casual.
Comfortably warm.
That's why I asked. I texted you earlier. I was like, what should I wear? Who's coming over?
We should just start wearing suits on the podcast. Just full on
You can do that.
bow tie, everything.
Do you own a bow tie?
Yeah.
Do you know how to tie one?
It's like one of those
Google.
clasp ones.
YouTube.
One of those like clip-on
Oh,
ones.
I'm actually asking. Does anybody
No,
here
I
know
don't know
how to tie a bow
actually tie
tie?
it. Yeah.
Isn't it really complicated?
I don't know. I've never tried. I can
It's
tie a
like
tie.
origami.
I'm sure it's just as complicated as tying a normal tie.
No,
I feel like tying a tie, it's one of those
over,
things.
around, down, and under, through. You're good.
Thank you for that.
Said a
lesson.
lot of things,
I'm
Tommy,
saying-
right there. I don't know if that was what it was.
Yeah, I think it was though.
Up and around, down and through, and down and through.
No,
And then
just
up and around.
around, up, through, down.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I mean, there's a lot of ways.
ways.
There's a lot of different ways to tie.
That tying a tie is like one of those things that like you're like, oh yeah, I could definitely do. But then the first time you do it in like a year, you're like, wait a minute, how do I do this again?
Yeah, that's true.
A buddy
You
of
slowly
ours
learn how to do it.
from Gonzaga, he was doing a job interview there, and he comes into our room holding a tie. He's like, "Can you tie this for me?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, my dad always tied it for me. I don't know how." I'm like,
All right, I'll be your
"Okay,
dad.
we're gonna teach you how to do this today."
If someone asks me that, I can't do it from the front.
Oh, dude,
Like,
I had to put it
have
on.
yeah, like I have to be behind them doing it because I don't know. That's just how my brain like has
hard to
known
mirror it,
like
yeah.
learned doing it. I can't do it the other way. I can't look at you and do it. I'll just fuck it up.
Yeah, I think I could do it that way. I don't know. I mean, we've had to tie ties so many times for like traveling
Wax.
wax.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just ingrained in me now.
yeah.
I've had to tie a tie in like 30 seconds. Not even.
When's the last time someone wore a
Just
tie?
gotta tie a tie.
That's a good question.
Shit.
I can't even remember
Haven't worn
last
a
time I
in
wore a
long
tie.
time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh God, I have no. It's been like a year, I guess.
If I wear a suit,
Oh,
Maybe
no,
graduation
I wore a tie during Halloween.
maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
took you a while.
I
didn't even remember that night,
last time I
Tommy.
did was Christmas. So it was like pretty much a year. Yeah, you and Mickey's costumes are great. The doctor
Yeah, it's a good one.
and the.
Are you a gynecologist?
Just doctor.
Just a doctor.
just generic.
Pediatrician.
Oh God.
Anybody got
Farm.
any interesting stories or anything happen to them this week? Anything crazy or? Oh, Tommy, tell that story about the lady getting in your car.
Oh yeah. So.
It's the funniest thing.
No.
I think
he's
he's told
All
me
right.
about it.
Anyway, so I was at Westport. I was in Westport getting subs, and I was waiting for Dave to go get the subs and come out. I was waiting in the car right in front of the place. And there was it was a zoo. There's a trillion people there, and I couldn't see into the store because there was 15 people outside of it waiting to get their sandwiches. And then all of a sudden, some lady opens the door, and I couldn't see who the barrier on the passenger side. I couldn't see who's getting in, so I just naturally thought it was Dave, and I pushed open the door to help her in, and then the lady pops her head in, and then I was like, "Whoa!"
Big ass.
She was like, she just looked at me. I was like, "This is not an Uber," and then she was like, "Oh!" And she freaked out, and she had already stepped down beneath the curb. So when she backed up, she tripped. Her ankles hit the curb, and she fell straight back on her head.
Oh God.
And she goes, "Fuck!" I was like, "Oh my God, man, are you okay?" And she's like, and she just didn't say anything. Got up, and then a car pulls up, and she goes, "Oh," and then hops in the car and runs away. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
Falling in front of people is the worst. I had something just like that at Gonzaga. Nobody saw this. Actually, a bunch of people saw it, but none of my friends saw it. Thank Christ. I was skateboarding down in front of the COG, and basically I was skateboarding on the road, not on the sidewalk because I was going to cross the street. Anyways, this car comes right next to me and is going the same speed as me. And I'm like, all right, I'll let him go. So I start slowing down. I don't pedal. I don't push anymore. I'm just on my skateboard. He just starts slowly swerving towards me, just slowly getting closer to me. And it's me, it's car, me, curb. And I'm like, oh, so I just start slowly going towards the curb away from him. And then I went a little too close to the curb. My wheel caught, board stops in its tracks, and I just go flying over. Land on the ground, boards on the ground, bunch of people looking around at me, like a bunch of kids. Oh my God. It was literally one of the most like embarrassing experiences in the world. And I did the worst thing possible. I just looked around, and grabbed my board, didn't even get on the board, and just sprinted away. Scared. And just ran as fast as I could away. I was like, I'm done with this.
Hey, at least you didn't break your foot for 8 months.
That's true. I ate shit though.
I had a pretty, I can't even talk. I had a really embarrassing experience in high school driving to school. You guys know the Brotherhood Way exit where it turns around and like takes a little loop. It's a yield for people coming down the hill. There was a truck in front of me and there was nobody coming down the hill. Like somebody passed, and then after like the last car passed, I look up, no one's coming down the hill. The truck starts rolling, inching as if it was gonna go, and then my mirror was fucked up at the time, so I like went to push my mirror out, and right as I did that, the truck just like didn't even go, and I ended up hitting the truck right on that exit, like peak rush hour on the way to school.
Oh, that's brutal.
So literally every single SI person commuting from the peninsula was driving by, and I was sitting outside my car with a fucking like garden truck. I'm just like,
Oh my God.
everyone's like honking.
Put
their
your
horns,
hat down, like,
yeah.
oh.
I'm like, damn it, bro.
That would be the worst when that stuff would happen on like West Sunset too. I remember the time Radu, he was going up West Sunset on the main hill, the steep hill, and Emma Canals is parked in that car right in front of him. And Radu's going up in this big Tundra, and he sees me on the side of the road, like walking down. I'm like, hey, Radu. He's like, hey, Lordo. Nails Emma's car in the back. And like she like hurt her neck and everything. And I was just like, oh my God, Radu, what are you doing?
That's so great. Oh
His
my
car,
God.
not a dent. And then her car was just totaled.
Fucked,
Not totaled, but yeah.
Classic red.
It was the funniest
Oh,
thing.
hey, a lot of smash.
He wasn't even looking, just looking at me driving, just nailed her.
Dude.
Man,
Yeah,
I
car
know.
accidents are not fun.
Yeah, they're
Not
super
fun.
ideal.
I still haven't been in a full car accident.
Then I've had a few. There was one
Nice,
on,
yeah,
on my
knock on
21st
wood.
birthday. I got in one.
Ooh,
Where it was after something at SI. Everyone was mobbing. We were,
Oh,
you were
to
at
my
SI
house.
when you were
yeah,
21?
yeah. Was it a game?
Yeah, we
Did
were
have a
going
game?
we're going to Jack U.
Yeah, we're going to Jack Ucon's, but what we were doing before?
We had practice and we came
Yeah,
to
we
my
had practice.
house.
So we got
Wait,
out of
wait, did you
practice.
say
And then we
21st
went to-
birthday?
Yeah.
And you were at SI practicing?
No, wait. Was it my 18th birthday? No. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was my 18th
yeah,
birthday.
yeah.
Okay,
21st
I was really
I was
confused
like,
there.
why?
Anyway,
Did you
18th
get held back again? We didn't know a couple
Or
years.
3 or 4.
18-year birthday. And we were like all in a line, like 6 cars, like going up like whatever it is left of 19th. You know, Nori. Like
Yeah,
whatever
I
it is.
don't even know the name of that street.
And
Driven on
then
it 100
you're
times.
fucking mobbing, and some crazy lady cuts me off. I'm at the front of like all 6 of us, and I'm like riding her ass so hard because she like, you know, she comes out of like one of those like side streets, and like I almost hit her from the get go because she pulls out so hard, and then she's not driving fast. I'm just like, fuck. And then so I'm riding her ass, and she
Yeah,
keeps
ride that ass, Tommy.
slamming on the brakes, and I'm like, oh my God. And then right when we turned right to go down that one hill where the police station is, there was no cars parked on the right side, like where they're normally parked on the street. And she was going hella slow still, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to mob downhill on her right and then come back in front of her. So I go to the right, and as I'm passing her on the right, would have been perfectly fine, I would have cleared it. She fucking cranks her wheel to the right and sideswipes me because that's how pissed this lady was. She goes, fuck my car, boom, and just nails me on the left. And I was like, oh my God, there's no shot. And then she starts yelling at me. I'm verbally abusing her. It was just a terrible experience on my fucking birthday.
Oh, that is.
So we had to go to the police station.
Did you
real
tell
quick,
her?
Which was right down a block down the road. And she was like, no, I can't go right now. I was like, you're fucking going right now.
Yeah, or I'm
So I was
claiming
like,
hit and run.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
you just swiped me. Went to the police station. We filed everything. Went back to Lardo's. Went to Jack U.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
It was just
that.
like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Whoa.
I
I've never
remember
been, like,
that.
that involved in like a road rage incident.
You handled it well.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. I was screaming
Well, it
insults
was-
at her.
Tommy, you
I mean,
called
like
me
going
on
to
the
the
way
police
out.
station.
No,
you
yeah,
were
that's
just
definitely
pissed
the-
And then just getting on with your shit.
You're like, I just got in a fucking car crash and lady, just take an hour out
Dude,
of my
always.
day.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, you guys like I get in a crash and then like we're on the right, everyone is just like mobbing past me.
Yeah.
On the right. Like, wait.
That's like the biggest red flag when they're like, "Oh, let's not call the cops." I'm like, "Do you have insurance?"
Yeah.
Like, are you really just gonna
Yeah.
run away?
Your license plate again?
That had me coming out of the SI parking lot.
Oh shit! The I gotta go get Lucy. Hold on.
You gotta go get her?
No, I don't gotta get her. I gotta call my mom. Hold on.
All right, well, Angelo's leaving for a minute.
Anyways.
So we were talking about that. Tommy was saying something about the lottery, and if you won the lottery, would you tell somebody that you did? Would you?
If I like,
Last podcast we were talking about if you
a
won
shit
the
ton of
lottery,
money,
if I like won the
800
Powerball
mil,
yesterday,
yeah, like you just
would you tell like your friends or family, or would you just like keep it to yourself?
why wouldn't I tell everybody? I would buy everybody gifts.
Yeah,
I would buy
Chef.
I would buy everybody I knew something dope.
That'd
I
be
won like
gas.
$150 million or whatever.
Yeah, but would you want to just go ahead and splurge and buy everyone something dope, and then them being like, "How the fuck is LaRocca just splurging on?"
Well, I would be honest about it. I'd be like, where'd you get this money? I'd be like, yo, I won the fucking lottery. And they'd be like, wow, you're lucky. I'd be like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I would have to tell, but I think I would do it in a way where you would get massively gifted before you knew that I had.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really give a shit because either way, you won the lottery. You won the lottery. So, like, who cares what people think or how they know you got it? Like, you have all that money and they don't. So, at the end of the
it's
day,
I don't know. In the moment, I would
I would
feel like it
totally
would change
tell people.
everything. 'Cause
I
you'd
would-
be on top of the world.
I would FaceTime everybody in my top contacts. Be
Yeah.
Like, yo, what kind of car you want? Like,
Also, like everyone, I don't know. You'd just be like the boy. You'd be
I
able to
mean,
pick
that's
up
what-
all the
yeah.
tabs. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Everybody would expect it though too. So
Yeah.
maybe it's like,
I don't know.
no, I mean, people wouldn't expect. I mean, I feel like
After a little while, look, if I could look up what the past lottery was and it was like 800 million, I knew that you won it. I'd be like,
800 million. That's a different story.
okay, but I'm just
Well,
saying.
some of the
it's
megas go for, like,
they've gotten
billions
up there, so
at some
like,
point.
Yeah, like
Well, yeah,
let's say you walk away with like 550 mil, and I know that you have 550 mil.
Because you're my friend, you could ask me for probably anything and I would get it for you.
But yeah, but it's just like I don't know for like future people that you're gonna meet.
Well, no, I mean no.
Yeah.
Because after that, I would always be suspicious that the people I'm now friends with after that would be only friends with me because they knew that.
Okay.
So because anyone after I would win, I would be suspect of because like, are you just my friend because you know I have a shitload of money?
exactly.
So
Angelo,
to
would
new
you tell people,
I wouldn't-
if you won
Right,
the
but
lottery?
wouldn't that be kind of
Fuck to the
annoying?
no. I showed up with
Yeah,
the
and I
biggest
would tell them
mask
to
on.
piss right
Nobody would
off,
know
and
who
I'd
the
lock
fuck I
my
am.
gate and go
No,
back
what
to
I'm
my
saying,
fat
would you
property.
tell
I
like
know, but
your
it'd be annoying
friends?
to like even in like
I'd be like, sorry, like we're not,
even
we're
in the
not friends
social
like
group
that.
that we know, like are surrounded in. You know a lot of people that aren't your close friends.
Then I would be like-
but still would know that you were a lottery winner.
Oh,
They'd
well,
be
then-
like, oh, LaRocca,
Well,
you
they
know?
can't expect anything from me because we're not like close
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So where I just went, I dropped Lucy off, my dog, at the dog
Totally
groomer.
derailing the conversation here.
Yeah, sorry, just jumping on in.
Segway.
Segue. I'm great at those. Dropped the dog off at 9:30 in the morning to get it groomed, like cleaned and paws cut and whatnot. They just called me right now and said she's ready. It's 4:30, by the way, if you were wondering. So they had the dog for 7 hours?
Friday,
7.5
lots of
hours?
We had an experience like that with Coop. We dropped him off at the hair
Oh,
salon
the picture.
at 8:30 in the morning on the peninsula. My mom drove all the way down. My mom was like, I have to pick him up at like 5 the latest. And I'm like, okay, no problem. And then she shows up at 5 and then they're like, oh no, he's not gonna be ready until 6:30 at night. And my mom's like, no. And then
Why,
she's
you
like,
don't need 10 hours with my
yeah,
dog.
Yeah.
And then he's halfway done. So like they cut his head and they cut his body, but they didn't get his legs. So he was just he had
He's
hella
he's a
poofy
doodle,
legs.
right?
Yeah, he's a golden doodle. So he had like the most poofy legs of all time. And
just
then the
tree
skinniest
trunks.
body ever. Yeah.
The picture he sent me was
Girthy legs and
hilarious.
just a skinny little torso.
It was so
Yoked
funny.
little dog.
And then
But like, what do they do for that long? They just like lock your dog in a little crate?
They have like a ton of dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
they
probably
have,
have like
like, a playground
30
kennel
dogs.
thing.
Yeah, it's like a playground area, so they play
Yeah.
all day, and then they're like, "Oh, Cooper, you're up now." Like it's like a
They're
I
way
don't
too
know.
lax about that thing. If it's taking 10 hours to wash a dog, like I feel like per dog, what is it, like a half an hour?
Yeah.
well, it depends on the dog.
They really got to get their schedules down. It's like you should just be like this dog for 30 minutes of this, you know, it's like how do you just like have it delayed like that?
I don't
It's
know.
so stupid.
It's like the
Yeah.
Comcast people, like, oh, I'll show up to your house between like 1
Yeah.
and 7 o'clock. Is that right? Cool. On dates between March 20th and 29th. Is that
Yeah.
all right? Sweet.
Now,
Perfect.
That's
It
the
could be
worst.
anytime.
See you then, partner.
Yeah.
Now Coop's
not.
got 2 like patches on his arm because he had to go to the dentist and get a tooth removed.
Oh my god.
Does he have patches on his arms?
Yeah, you know how
IV.
you shave so they
Oh,
can
for
put
an
in the
IV,
IV.
I
So
know.
he's just got 2 patches. He's all doped up.
Oh my god, that's the funniest when they just
You're like-
shave like part of your dog and then just like bald in a spot. You're
My
like,
mom
"Ah."
did that to my dog on accident the other day with the little shaver. She just forgot the clip thing fell off on one swipe, and she just nyang, got pancakes all the way
To
down
skin.
to the skin, and for like 4 inches. It was really funny.
Cooper came home so drugged up. He was like so happy, and then he was sitting up, and then he was like smiling, like, and every time he would sit up, he would just start like falling over to the right. Everybody knows. He'd be like,
Ripped dog.
falling over.
Dude, Coop's the best dog.
Yeah, he's a good dog.
No, so I was bringing up that thing about the lottery because this man the other day won 3.2 mil after using this same lottery number for 35 years. He like just inputted the same number, like
Finally
the same
works.
6 digits, the same
That's
for 35
determination.
years, and he finally
yeah,
won
that is
it.
determination. It finally
Jeez.
paid off.
Well,
I
that's what I'm
guess.
saying. I want to do the math on that and be like, so how many, like,
That's
if you did that
random.
for
You can't
35
do math
years,
on that.
you probably would have spent so much
Yeah, you
money
can.
trying to
I mean,
get all that.
35
well, you
years,
could do math on
35
that.
times 52 is whatever. A ticket's $2
No, but
bucks. If you don't,
statistically-
Like we can do the
You gotta
math,
put
but
in
the
the
first question I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna say
statistics
what
of
Overdue.
that's
Yeah.
bazillion to 1.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
you
no,
can
I
do
thought
that.
I didn't know. That's
Isn't it the same
That's-
odds?
it's
Like
kind-
regardless
it's
of every
It's
time.
kind of crazy though that he like did that.
Yeah,
I
no,
would
it's
never
not.
think of doing that.
I mean,
A lot
No,
of
I'm saying wouldn't it be the same odds of him getting that number,
Super-
using that number?
I think there's a
Right, for
lot of
35
winners
years.
that have inputted their family members' birthdays. I know that's a thing. Like they put in the
That'd be
first
cool.
whatever of their each.
I put
Yeah.
Powerball every
Family
now and
member.
then.
The guy's quote for this: "I just can't believe I finally won. I feel great."
I would be like, yeah, I bet you're on
his
top of the
his
world,
numbers
buddy.
were 2, 9, 16, 27, and 30.
All right, I got a 30-year streak coming up.
Yeah.
Start doing it.
There's got to be some
20,
method to
50.
like how you
I don't know
put
if
those
I
numbers
trust
like.
the when you just get it. Like I feel like the numbers that they give you on tickets are kinda,
Random?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what the ticket prints before the drawing, it couldn't be rigged because the ball drawing is completely random.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
no matter what rigged number they put down, it still could potentially come up with the random drawing.
Yeah.
Because it's like the little
couldn't
ball.
They,
Yeah.
couldn't they print more tickets with the probability that of less? I guess.
Like
How would
what-
you
how would-
how would you
what-
determine
like,
probability?
Because all
Yeah.
the numbers on the balls are this, like they have the
I
same.
know,
Yeah, there's
probability of,
no
like,
way you can.
I know
ever-
there- more balls
there's gotta
of the
be a
one kind.
statistic
Yeah.
algorithm based on like prior drawings
Statistical
where it shows,
algorithm.
where it shows that certain numbers draw more than others. So then they would
No,
print out
I think
tickets
it's
with less.
balls from like
Yeah.
like probably like 00 to 99, and every one of those has like, because there's not a 100, so it's not 100%. So each one has like 1.01% chance of being drawn.
What you know?
Yeah,
what
but
a
don't-
crazy.
They're all the
some-
same. It doesn't matter what if it could be colors. It doesn't matter what number they
Don't
are.
you think some numbers are drawn more than others?
No, I think by random chance maybe, but I don't think it's like
In
by
that
some
same order,
phenomenon that's
too.
making like 16 come up more than 50.
What do you think has a higher probability? You winning the lottery off like just those 6 numbers, or having those 6 numbers be having that same like sequence show up again like 20 years later in the lottery? You get what I'm saying? Like the number that guy just had, what if that comes up like next month, the same exact 6 numbers?
probably
Do
pretty
you think
crazy.
that's a higher probability than like you winning the lottery?
No, I feel like the same.
Yes.
Because yeah, I think
never,
so.
because I haven't bought a
know what
lottery
I'm
ticket.
saying?
So yes,
No, because that would debunk everything we were just arguing.
Yeah, I
True.
don't think
That would
it
mean
would
that,
just
that
be
would
a
imply
really
that there was
it would just be a really big
consistency in
coincidence.
numbers.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
would just be a
exactly.
really big
there are no
coincidence.
coincidences.
But I wonder if that's
that
ever
would be
happened,
one.
like
Yeah,
the same
it would be
number
an
twice.
extreme coincidence, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy though.
yeah,
Okay. I got something for this. If you
it
guys,
would be an anomaly.
Yeah.
this is totally changing subjects, but you could see one band in their prime, one concert if you know what it is. Who would it be? Live, obviously live, but. I'll start us off. What you guys think? I was gonna do the Red Hot Chili Peppers at Slane Castle. That's a great one.
Yeah,
I
I think
would-
Or the Grateful
Oh.
Dead on their 72
I know
tour
what
of
I would
Europe.
do.
That would be
I would
phenomenal.
do U2, their 2005 tour in Milan.
Ooh,
That'd be mine. Oh man, I'm
That's
so
a good
jealous.
one,
My mom
Mardo.
and dad went to that, and it was like the best thing ever.
I don't know what
in
I would
Milan.
do
I don't either.
because it kind of depends on the mood I am.
Yeah,
in
I could choose like
Okay,
Daft
then
Punk,
pick
or I could
three.
choose like Led Zeppelin.
You said
Yeah.
Daft Punk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daft
dude.
or I could choose
Oh, yeah,
Rage
yeah.
Against the Machine.
That'd be freaking
Battle.
Yeah.
sick. That's a. They'd be
Grateful
a lot
Dead
of
would be
fun.
good. Red Hot would be good.
Daft Punk or Avicii in his
Coldplay, but
prime.
Coldplay's still
I mean,
playing.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Be sick. It'd be
Actually, yeah,
Beatles.
Avicii would be my close second because I've never seen him.
Dude, I don't know. Any massive, like, I don't know. I would see anyone, really.
Yeah, literally.
I would want to see anyone with a massive crowd.
Yeah.
I saw Metallica. I don't know if any of you were with me, but
Which I saw that.
that was an insane concert. Giancarlo was there. He doesn't even like Metallica. He doesn't even like heavy metal, and he was so happy. It was one of the greatest concerts ever. Like, you're just standing, like, we're standing at the edge of a mosh pit, and like we're in the edge of the biggest one. Like, people are literally just sprinting from side to side trying to hit each other. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. It's like watching a football game, but everyone's drunk and they don't care how hard they get hit. Like, you just watch people get clotheslined in the middle of the concert, and they're like, "Oh!" And then they just like get up and like start dancing away. You're like, "How? How are you okay?"
I think one of the only times I've puked at Outside Land. Dude, we came from like some chill concert, and we were like, all right, let's go. And then I got there, and I started
lax.
moshing for a little bit, and all of a sudden I was just like, I just started running, and it was just like so intense. I was just like, get me out of here.
You go from like standing in a crowd to full on sprinting, trying not to die.
Yeah.
That'll get you.
The mosh pits will get you, man.
Terrifying.
Would you guys rather be the best, like if you had to be in like any one of those bands, would you rather be the best at singing, the best at an instrument, or the best at like DJ producing like stuff like on a computer?
Producer?
Yeah. Like you get what I'm saying? Like either that tech side of it where like you're like an Avicii, or like a legit you like can rip a guitar, you're like the best at that.
So if
or
I
you're
can
the-
sing,
or
I
you're
can
the
only
best
sing.
singer.
I can't play guitar.
No, you
No,
can
you
play
gotta.
guitar.
I mean,
I
yeah,
would
but you
not. I
gotta
would
just
just,
like
like, probably
you'd be the
rip a
best at
guitar.
like that one.
You're either a
pretty
main
sweet.
singer, a
To be
main
up on
guitarist.
stage.
Yeah,
like
red
you're a
one
main
guitar.
sub.
Yeah.
Just imagine being John Frusciante.
But singers also play like back. Like,
Shredding.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
So
I would
probably-
be a singer.
But I feel
I'd
like the
probably be a
singer
singer,
definitely gets the
too.
most like
I would just
cred.
I would be like too tired of just like standing up there and just being like just singing for like 4 hours or something. Like fuck that. I would
You
just in the
wouldn't
background,
be?
shredding in the background. That'd be way better.
No,
Way better. Just sitting in the
Having like
back.
a nice
You take
guitar
a couple
solo
good,
every now
you
and
ready
then.
to
Just
go.
fucking.
I would want to be a drummer. I feel like too though. Like the drummer
Blisters on
from
my
Coldplay,
fingers.
he just rips it.
I'd probably also go guitar because
But there's also a ton of pressure on a drummer
Yeah.
because if you fuck up, everyone's fucking up. No, seriously.
No,
yeah,
I know.
you keep a lot of the tempo and the beat going.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how
that
everyone
would be-
stays on rhythm. Is the drummer. I mean, after a while, they all can play it probably with their eyes
Yeah.
closed and earplugs in.
They do it
but-
so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You think
I
they
don't
ever
know. I
get
think
sick
I'd
of their
wanna be a
hits?
singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure some professionals get sick of their hits that people just demand to hear
Totally.
in concert.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't play their hits. They play all like the
Yeah.
shit that you don't want to hear at concerts.
It's like,
and
well,
you're
I
what
want
the
to
hell?
play it, and you're here. You already paid
yeah.
me to do it, so I'm picking.
They're also
the
like
songs.
playing different shit every like at different concerts and stuff too. So it's like
That's true.
they're going from one place to the next week. They're not gonna, they're tired of listening to that over and over. So they're gonna be like, all right, let's switch it up, play something else.
True.
true.
That's why like Above and Beyond came out to Lands the one year. I was so happy when they played Sun and Moon, because like they never play that in concert. Like they're like known for not playing a lot of their hit songs, and they played that. I was so fucking happy.
Yeah, that was a good
Best.
concert. That was a
Yeah.
good
Lardo
concert.
screaming.
Lord on people's shoulders.
Oh my god.
God, what a time.
The funniest is you at Coachella. I didn't even see it. You broke your foot and then you went to Coachella instantly.
Yeah, in a boot.
Walked around on a boot
Had
for
Ja-
like a couple
Jackson on my
days at Coachella.
shoulders,
I'm sure
Booting
I
around.
did some.
And then Lord had the option to go again in a boot, and he was like, "Hell no!"
Oh yeah,
That was
I know.
once.
He's like, "Come on!" I'm like, "Fuck everybody."
You're like, "I've already been there once in a boot. I don't
doing
wanna
it
go
again."
again."
Yeah.
Doing it again.
I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me to go to
Imagine-
Coachella in a
no,
boot.
but yeah,
don't
I
even think
could not
wanna
have
go
done
to Coachella
that.
normal.
I don't think I want to go to Coachella.
Never
normally
been.
either.
I don't know. I don't think I want to.
I've been.
Outside Lands is too many people
If we
already.
go again, we just gotta like get a house
Last
and just
Outside Lands was
relax.
absurd.
Yeah.
I actually really didn't like
You
that.
know what I think? Maybe
Way too many people.
Maybe because Outside Lands was skipped this year, people will forget about it from like other states. You know, like the crowd in.
I think
Or
I-
it'll
I-
just like, or the hype from last
Yeah.
year's like withdrawal will even just like raise even more.
Maybe
People
that's
coming
what I
here,
worry
like,
about.
I want outside lands. I gotta come.
I
I
know.
just
Yeah.
wish they limited the amount because literally
They sold way
last
too
year
many
it was like
tickets.
double the amount of people.
You couldn't go to the
Well, it's
bathroom in less than
anything like
45
that is just a
minutes.
money. It's for money at the end of the
Yeah.
day. And the more tickets they sell, the more money they're gonna make.
Like, it
the
was
more
awful.
food, the more people, the more food they sell. The more drinks they sell, the more people, the more money.
more $20
So
beers.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally. So it's like they're gonna let in as exactly the capacity of that place.
I'm going VIP next Outside Lands.
Yeah, I'm going
Shut
VIP too.
Can I get 3 beers,
I don't
please?
wanna- I don't want to spend like $700
Yeah.
on a VIP ticket.
Dude, you're gonna okay.
It's
If
gonna
I-
be
if I
worth
even
it
gonna
though.
go, I
Yeah,
doubt
if
I
you
even
don't
go.
go, yeah.
If
It'd be
I
worth it.
probably won't even go.
I fucking love Outside Lands.
Can I get 3 beers? Oh yeah, that'll be $60. What?
Remember those?
Swipe.
Remember those drinks
Swipe,
in Vegas?
spill half of it on the way
They were
back.
Yeah.
how much were those cocktails
back
in
and just
Vegas in the
empty.
pool party?
Oh my god, like $42.
no,
No,
they were more
it's like a
than that.
$62 like
Oh, a
medium
lot.
drink.
My parents have never said anything.
$62
Oh my god.
I got the credit card
The-
on
the-
Apple Pay.
No, dude, the worst
Like
is the
beers for
Ubers.
The what?
I was saying, like, when I'm at Outside Lands, my parents haven't brought up anything,
Oh.
but it is beers for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Like, well, not
Yeah.
beers for everyone, but like, I'm not gonna say no if you ask me to buy you.
Yeah.
I never put the money on the
I
actual
just remember like
wristbands.
when we would like be under 21 at Outside Lands and like someone would somehow get like a Heineken bracelet and they could like go get beers and they would
Yeah.
go buy a bunch, wait in line for fucking forever to get
Yeah.
like 2 beers and come back and be like, well, that wasn't worth it.
I remember that,
you
like,
spill,
if you
like, all
had
your
one.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
and you
way back.
spill it and you're just
Yeah.
like,
Your
well,
hands are
this is this
sticky.
band is
Yeah.
a curse now.
And they take off the caps, even if you got ones in the cans with the bottles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
open them
they
for
would
you.
take off
Yeah.
the
They
cap.
don't
And
want
they'd be
you to
like,
save 'em.
they'd give it to you, and they'd be like, "Can I have the cap?" They'd be like, "No."
I don't.
Like,
You know
damn
the,
it.
do you know the aluminum?
Thanks, buddy.
Ones?
Yeah.
Silver bullets.
So yeah, they're
Yeah,
silver
those are the
bullets.
ones,
Why
yeah.
don't they make them for every brand? I don't know why they don't just use those at concerts and just like. hand
They
They
do, or they
do.
take the caps off.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
just
know,
saying.
but why don't
At,
they
like,
just
Snow
use them
Globe, they
and
do
just
that.
Give them out. No one would spill shit.
It's because like they don't want people like saving the bottles and like and people like
What would they do
if
with
they're-
them?
Well, if you throw like a capped beverage, like that's like a projectile. You could like hurt someone, so that's why they don't
Rick.
want to have like
Okay.
glass bottles and like, but like if it's like a half empty
Yeah.
like, aluminum drinking beer, you
Because
know,
if
you
there's
throw
no
it, it
cap on it,
spills,
yeah.
especially if it's the
Exactly.
big mouth, you know, it's
Well,
not
especially
that,
that way too. Like they do
Yeah.
that, so you physically can't like be like, "Oh, you're gonna buy beers for your buddies." Like, okay, like here's like 4 cups of beer. Try bringing that back to your friends, and just and that way you
Yeah,
can't bring
that
anything
too.
back.
Dude, the worst is the people who
that's
have the
true.
power trip. It's like, hey, I can see my friends right over there. Can I just get through you? And they're like, no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
make a wall between myself and them, and you can't get through. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go make a lot of other people uncomfortable. Glad you're standing tough.
No, there's a lot of that during festivals.
Dude, it's like
I
such
don't have
a
time for those people. I'm just
mental
like,
game.
I just kind of push my way through if I have a place to be, and if someone has a problem with it, they
Yeah.
can bring it up.
I
and
got
we'll see
detained
how
by
it goes
a park
then.
ranger for pissing behind one of the porta.
I remember
well,
that. Yeah.
You run away from one?
No, I don't think so. But
I ran away
I've
from
definitely
him.
peed in the bushes at outside.
I ran
Lands
away
before.
from him. He was like giving me such a hard time. He was like, "I'm calling the cops." And I'm like, for what, bro? Like, you look. I was like, look behind you, and he looks behind him. There's fucking like 18 people pissing behind the I'm like, bro, like you want to go get them too? And then he's like, no. We don't need any. We got you,
buddy.
We got
You, buddy.
I'm like, okay. He's like, what's your name? I'm like, Joe. Joe, fuck you.
Joe Mama.
Tommy, I think I was
Joe
with you during that. We just like ran away.
I was panicked though. I'm not gonna lie. I was like really worried because like he had me detained for a second, and I was like starting to freak out. And, yeah, I was like, dude, like please let me go. And he was like, no, you're not allowed to go. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not allowed
last
to.
day of
but,
freedom,
like,
son.
yeah.
It's like,
Oh
what are
my
those
God.
people there to do? It's like, are you kidding me? Just ruining my
funniest
time.
was one of our buddies. I'm not going to say his name because this is incriminating. He got arrested or at Outside Lands or whatever. Ran away, escaped, jumped in a dumpster, hid
Oh
in the
my God,
dumpster for like 45 minutes.
oh my god.
And he jumps out of the dumpster, runs back in,
Yeah.
hops another fence, and is just back in the festival, and nobody.
Yeah, he's because
nobody
he like
know
tried to
anything.
steal a tip jar or something because he's just a fuck for no reason.
Do we know him?
Evaded the cops or some. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
45 minutes in a dumpster. I was like, God
And
damn.
just hop back in like it never happened.
That's wild.
I can just imagine him sitting in there, like poking his eyes over it, like.
Heart racing,
Smell like shit.
scared.
Yeah. I'd just be like, all right, I'm going home.
Yes.
Smell like ass.
Oh, I would have gone. I wouldn't have run back into the concert.
Oh yeah,
I
no
would've
way.
gone straight.
What in
into
the last
river.
place I would have gone?
This is totally off topic, but Angelo, I know you'll like this. There was a bizarre planet that scientists discovered the other day, and let me just read you the tagline. On the scorching hot planet, hundreds of light years away, oceans are made of molten hot lava, winds reach supersonic speed, and rain is made out of rocks. It's
Sounds like,
literally
what's the
hell.
planet in Star Wars.
Yeah, that sounds
the
awful.
Mustafar system.
There's another planet. I forget what it is. It rains diamond.
Yeah, isn't that?
Some-
Yeah,
isn't
there's
that
a
Jupiter?
planet. There's a
Could
planet
be.
that the
Or
core
Venus?
is like
It's one of
diamond.
Venus or
them.
Jupiter?
That's not
Yeah.
Venus.
But
No,
wait,
it's-
is it still an
it's
ocean
Jupiter. No,
though?
it might be.
It's Neptune.
What?
Is it still an ocean if it's
Laura, search that
molten
up.
rock?
Yeah,
Hold on, search up
technically.
which
So is an
Planet rains
ocean just
diamonds.
defined as large
No,
body
there
of
is
water?
there's a planet. It's like
There's an ocean.
Kepler 22b or something, and it's
Which planet rains diamonds?
all right.
Hold on, while he's doing that, stop doing that? Is it still an ocean if it's not water?
Technically.
Yeah.
I feel like an ocean.
How?
Is like, I
But,
feel
like-
like the
Well,
word
let's
ocean
see.
in our
What is
language is
an
defined
ocean?
as a salt body of water.
A
Is it
very
defined
large-
by the ocean.
Angela, it says a very large expanse of sea. In particular, each of the main areas into which the sea is divided geographically.
But it sees water.
Yeah, sea is water.
Yeah.
All right,
What
The
is
ocean is a
pirate's
body of water.
favorite
Yeah.
which spot
letter?
gets the diamonds?
Diamond big
Tommy.
enough to be worn by Hollywood film star could be rained down on Saturn and Jupiter. U.S. scientists have calculated new atmosphere
Damn.
data for the gas giants indicate carbon is
wait,
abundant.
Have you guys heard of the space like mining expeditions, like companies? People are
sounds
planning.
dank.
People are planning on like basically flying like aircrafts out to like Jupiter, like some crazy planet like this, extracting like the valuable materials from their planet. So like all the diamonds and like.
I don't think you can land on Jupiter because it's a
Get
gas.
I know.
crushed
I'm
instantly.
no, I'm
Isn't it
using
a
it.
gas
I'm
giant?
using it
No,
as an
Jupiter's not a
example.
gas giant. Saturn is what I meant to
I'm
say.
using it as an example. They also
Yeah.
But Jupiter's also
apparently meteorites are like super rich in like
Yeah.
really
Incredible minerals.
incredible like minerals and resources. So like
oh.
those
Probably
people would-
elements we don't even know.
we would have like
Literally.
potentially in 50 years like people landing on meteors and like meteorites and like fucking mining them and taking home like
Yeah.
really valuable.
Sounds like an episode of Futurama.
There's
That's
a
literally
planet
what I thought
that's
about.
core.
Yeah.
The core is made of diamond. But then that's what we're saying. Like even if you go to those places and like harvest it, and you come back here, it's like diamonds will just be like paper. It's like they're not gonna be expensive
Isn't
at
that
all
weird,
because
you
everybody will
guys?
have diamonds.
That a diamond
Like-
has taken such like a high priority to be a core of a planet.
Yeah, because
Well, how do
diamonds
you-
mostly
what planet Are you
carbon.
talking about? How the fuck do
If
we know
planets
core
are
is a
if
diamond?
planets are
I don't know.
carbon
I'm
heavy,
just
that
going
means
off
they have
assuming
more
that's
of a chance for it to carbon solidifies into diamonds. Like
Well,
the
I mean,
diamond's
our
main
planet is like
element.
made of like a shitload of carbon. It just depends on like how old
It's like
it is.
molten liquid. on the
Yeah.
I think it
inside of
depends
ours.
on how
That'd be
aged
crazy.
the planet is and how much like pressure there is in the atmosphere because carbon is like reacts under a pressure.
But that we
I
could
couldn't
have a
imagine
diamond
that.
core eventually.
Well, I'm saying like carbon and stuff like that on our planet is turned into like diamonds from like immense pressure over like,
Yeah.
a very long period of time. So if like there's an older planet that had carbon in it like millions and millions and years ago, then it could
Yeah.
like have diamonds and stuff like it on it too. I assume.
It's always interesting. Like,
I don't
dude,
know.
are there jobs
not a
right now where
scientist.
people just go out and find diamonds, like
Yes,
for
Loro.
like
Oh,
for
Blood
jewelers?
diamonds.
And,
That's like a thing.
That's
yeah,
still a thing.
yeah, but like,
Also, you can make diamonds.
yeah, but it's like I've never
Yeah,
like
those
heard of
are
that
real, though.
profession, like professional diamond, because you got to go find them. It's not like you just go to
No.
like your
It's
spot
It's a
and like,
diamond mine. You have there's diamond mines
There's
like
diamond
any other
mines
mine.
yeah, but don't you like? I feel like once that you exploit all that, you got to like find a whole new area.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You know what
go
I'm
through all
saying?
the fucking material.
It's
all
like
the
3
dirt.
companies in the world that own all the diamonds. That's like
Really?
that's why they're so expensive.
There's
They have
one
a monopoly on it.
there's
They
one
only
in
release.
Japan. There's one diamond company in Japan who is like they're the wealthiest pearl company in the world.
They only release so many diamonds a year. That's why they're so expensive.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'd rather
rubies,
demand is high.
sapphires, other precious stones are more rare and should be more expensive than diamonds. But diamonds have the stereotype of like, it's a diamond.
It's really
Stigma.
clear and shiny.
Yeah.
You like it.
Yeah.
Buy it.
But like emeralds and sapphires and rubies
Yeah.
are
I like
harder to find.
sapphires.
Sapphires are sick.
Rubies. I like a little rubies probably more than sapphires.
Emeralds are
Which one's wor-
emeralds
which
are one
one
of the
is-
softest.
Sapphires.
Sapphires.
Sapphires. Yeah.
That's why you never
Why?
want to get your wife an emerald ring because it's the softest rock. It scratches easiest.
Emerald's harder to. Sapphires harder to find.
Well, that's what I was pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can also get rose sapphires, which are sick. They're literally just
I feel like
red.
That's
sapphires,
crazy.
Like, and like ruby and
They
all
come
that
in a bunch
stuff
of different
come in,
colors,
a
yeah.
spectrum of colors. Just depends on like the
Yeah.
other minerals and elements in
Spewed
nearby
around there, yeah.
when it's being made or whatever.
Let's see if I can find this.
All right, well, I got a joke while you guys are searching that. What is a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
I think it'd be R, but it'd be the C.
Let it be the C,
Yeah.
baby. That's the best
I wasn't
joke.
walking
Oh
down
yeah,
that
that's
one.
what it is.
Yeah, I saw you breathe and you're like,
It's like you were saying you can make diamonds. In Japan, they have cultured pearls versus freshwater pearls, I think.
oh,
Cultured
pearls
pearls?
are worth way more because they're like way
better, bigger.
they're like genetically engineered to be like
Perfect.
perfect, yeah. And they're way more expensive.
Probably like super dense,
And
super
I think they
shiny.
only are made
super dense. I love my pearls dense.
just perfect.
Who knows how a
Scratch
pearl is made?
I do.
A bit of sand. A bit of sand gets stuck in a muscle or something, right? What?
Let's see. Well, what's everybody's guess?
A little piece of sand goes in an oyster, and the oyster
Oyster.
like spits on it and like twirls it around in its mouth for a long time, and it gets this little like goop on it over a long period of time. and
Slowly
turns into a
hardens.
pearl. Then you open the oyster up and bang, and there's a couple, one or two pearls in there.
Hmm.
That's it.
Google says
Oh,
natural pearls form when an irritant, usually a parasite and not the proverbial grain of sand, works its
Fuck me
way
already.
into an oyster, mussel, or clam. As a defense mechanism, a fluid is used to coat the irritant. Layer upon layer of this coating, called
That was kinda right.
nacre, is deposited until luscious pearl is formed.
So basically,
Huh.
people wear parasites around their necks.
Now search up
Yeah.
how is a cultured pearl.
They probably just
Form.
put a parasite in there. Also, that video you sent me of that, was that a lobster or a crawfish?
It was a leech and a crayfish.
It was terrifying. It was like
man,
it was a
they
leech bigger
cultured
than the crayfish, and it crawled into its body. It was like
It wasn't.
gross.
Cultured pearls are human creations formed by inserting a tissue grant from a donor mollusk, upon which a pearl sac forms. The inner side precipitates calcium carbonate in the form of the nacre or mother of pearl.
Like some dude figured that out and was like, now let's make pearls.
Yeah.
Like, let's just.
I would never have thought to do that.
Just stuff this thing inside an oyster, see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool pearl. Let's keep doing that one.
Hey, look, it worked.
It's funny how how we've been accustomed to like thinking like that shiny stuff is like so valuable.
Shiny good.
Like where did that come from? Just like
Well, even crows gather shiny stuff.
yeah,
Shiny good. It's
those
important.
birds that make like those nests out of like trash.
I think it's just like,
Chinese
intriguing.
stu-
It just like
Chinese
shiny
stuff-
things like draw curiosity to
Ooh,
them.
it's sparkly.
You said
I want one.
The evolution behind it, or at least for that bird, is that like they want all this shiny stuff to like have it around their nest so they can attract a mate. Because like they're like the mates are like, oh, this is shiny, like whatever. This is like something red or like whatever it is, and that's how like they attract a mate. So maybe that has something to do with like us.
Why do restaurants put shiny things on them to stop birds from pooping?
What?
What?
You mean those
Have you ever-
spiky things?
Yeah, they're shiny reflectors.
So
They're supposed to deter birds from shitting on the property.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
maybe birds like don't want to poop on the nest too.
I don't know.
Beats me, man.
Beats me, man.
I don't know.
Because if you have shiny things on your roof, they won't poop on it.
I don't know about that.
No,
I don't know about that.
Look on any In and Out.
Any in and out. What do you mean, Tommy? I don't. Birds are scared of shiny things. Why don't they go towards windows then?
Because they can't see them.
It is windy as heck out there for our viewers and listeners.
We're gonna get hit by a tornado in a minute. So.
No, birds aren't scared of shiny things.
All right. Well, while we're
No,
debating
they-
this episode of Antics and Anecdotes is sponsored by Coming and Clutch. Are you a true car lover? This epic podcast, hosted by my brother Lorenzo, has everything from car talk to special guests. Follow Coming and Clutch on Instagram and YouTube.
was that?
Thanks again, Cody, for
branch
and
or
Lorenzo for sponsoring us. Yeah, what
It
was
wasn't
that?
my car.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounded like
That sounded like a
or something
branch falling
fell
on a
out
car.
fell outside. We'll investigate after we're done.
One of these branches is gonna fall off this tree one of these days and
It's a
just
dope
come
tree.
sending down on the porch.
Or at least that tree is gonna fall that direction.
All right,
away,
guys.
away from your house and not on your house.
All right, we got.
It wouldn't like get. I feel
Tom,
like it
you
wouldn't
say
get that
whatever,
far
whatever
through
you're
your
gonna
house.
say.
Because it wouldn't have enough like
play some
momentum. It
$1
would just kind
million
of like
butt.
lean on the porch first. Like maybe a branch would come through the ceiling.
don't know.
You know what? I don't have the answer, so.
Yeah, because you're fucking wrong.
No, because Google doesn't even have a fucking answer.
Because it's not a thing. Are
we
birds
talking
scared of
about?
shiny objects? My ass.
I never said they were
They just said
scared.
they gathered them.
I never said they're scared. I think that shiny objects deter them from pooping.
I think just because
No.
Makes them constipated on
Bullshit.
site.
Bullshit.
Well, why do they have shiny fucking pyramid things everywhere?
The pyramid things,
Are
those are spiky, so the birds can't
They don't
land.
sit on it.
I thought it was so they don't shit on the
No, they
building.
can't shit if they can't land because there's a spike going up their ass.
If they're sitting and they're like, yeah, if they're sitting on the ledge and they like their ass is over the ledge, they shit down on the sidewalk or whatever.
alright.
So if the spikes are there, they can't sit there and take a shit.
Yeah, but they could land on the other part of the roof that doesn't have spikes and shit.
But then it won't shit on
Yeah.
people because
It'll
it's
just
not
be
over
on
the edge.
roof, so who cares? It's just a roof. I don't
Shiny
know.
objects.
birds.
My ass.
Anyways, next.
Anyways, we have a good 15, 20 minutes left. Let's play some $1 million, but why don't we?
Okay.
First scenario, you get $1 million, but for the next 10 years of your life, anytime you hear music, you have to start dancing.
How long do I have to
You
start
can't
dancing
stop
for?
unless the
How
music
long?
stops.
10 years?
10 years. So even at parties
I
or
hear
whatever,
music
you're
every
just the
day.
guy in the corner, like
I'm
just
out.
dancing the whole
You
time.
can't stop until the music stops?
You can't stop. So anytime you hear, even if like you're in an Uber or something and the guy puts on a song or anything, you just
I
dancing in
hear
the car.
music way too often every single day.
I'd be dead.
How would you drive?
Yeah.
You'd have to
Turn
be
the
like,
radio off or
you
turn
have
the
to just
radio
be
off.
bobbing
Somebody would
and
drive by
driving.
you bumping tunes and you'd be like,
Wait for him to go by. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. That
I
would
wouldn't
be
do
hell.
it.
I would just like try to not be around any music, like try to just
Bardo, you
mitigate that as much as I could.
Have, like,
No.
Parkinson's.
What are you gonna
Can't
do
get
in like
around
some
music.
random? Oh my god.
Music's an integral part in society.
True. So no one
Damn,
would take
Tommy,
it.
that was deep.
No, I wouldn't.
If,
I would
what,
not-
what, what
10
if it?
years
What
is
if?
a long
What if
time.
I? What if it was for only a year?
No.
I probably would do it for a year.
There's
For
so
a
much
year?
music
Yeah,
everywhere.
For 10 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for $1 million.
You'd just be the weird dancing guy for a year and make $1 million.
For a year?
I guess
would.
yeah. I could live off $1 million for a
I
year.
mean, yeah. You just. I would just.
You're just that boy just dancing.
I would just hide in
I mean, 'cause,
Alaska
like,
for a year
basically,
somewhere.
once you got home, you knew you were fine.
No, you're not allowed
Like in the
to.
car. I mean, you could also just like wear earplugs.
That's
have
literally what
to
I was about to
endure.
say.
You have
Yeah,
to
you
What
can
do you
wear
get those noise
earplugs.
canceling ones that you can like hear people talk, but you can't hear music?
That'd be good.
Then also like anytime, even if it's like kind of muffled, you can you'll like still have to dance. Like
Plug
say
your ears as
say
hard as
you're
you
like
can,
outside or
scream.
like on the toilet or something, and someone's playing some music.
Oh god.
You gotta be dancing on the toilet.
I'm game with
Awful.
it. For a year.
A year, 10 years.
I would
no
do it. Why
shot.
not?
Here, yes.
Why not?
For a year, I'm
Yeah, everybody would.
Yeah.
All right, you get $1 million. You can't wear shoes ever again. You're just
Nope.
barefoot guy.
No.
You can wear sandals or Crocs. Or
No,
what?
your feet have to be bare.
No.
no socks even
Shoes have been
socks.
like
What about when you go skiing?
You can't.
for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
no.
At least make it $1 billion. Then
Oh, $1 billion? Yeah, I'd never wear
that
shoes.
makes it more interesting. That
'Cause
I
then you could just be
probably
like the
still
weird billionaire
wouldn't
who doesn't
do.
wear shoes.
I'd do it. I'd do it for a
So
billion. I wouldn't
I
wear
feel like,
shoes. You
yeah.
kidding
So
me?
you have to wear shoes. Here's $5,000.
Yeah, it's $10,000 says
I will
don't.
not be wearing shoes.
Yeah,
tonight. Thank you.
We can't go bowling.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
I can.
I can go bowling and I will. I just bought this bowling alley.
This is
You work
Oh.
for me now, kid.
you know that scene
That
in
is true.
Batman where it's
You work
like
for me now. Take off your shoes.
new store policy.
If I'm not wearing shoes, neither are you.
Yeah, policy. Shoes on, no service.
And now I am the president of the United
Yeah.
States.
I would do it.
shoes illegal.
Legos for everyone.
I would do it for $1 billion for a year for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yep.
$1 billion.
It would suck though.
Easy.
Your feet would get so calloused by the end of it, you wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
I
they'd
mean,
be
I
like
would if I had $1
rocks.
billion, I would
Yeah.
have like an angel massage and like lotion my feet every single day. Like $1 billion.
Yeah.
Just get metal implants at the bottom of your foot.
You would definitely end up with some like nasty toe fungi for sure.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
Yeah, whatever.
Pay for anything to be just fixed.
Removed, yeah.
Well, not removed.
No, but
I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
like athletes.
I
foot, I'm
found a
not
way
gonna cut
around
my
this.
foot
If I just
off.
cut off my feet,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have to wear
Strap
shoes.
on some
But
prosthetics.
you just got a crutch everywhere from now on.
Prosthetics.
Yeah, I gotta-
Actually, that could be a pain in the ass though, because like all that shit you're gonna step on, like all the I don't know, you're gonna be stepping on nails and stuff every day. It's
Where
like,
do you walk
so
around
you
with
could
just
probably
nails
$1
on the
billion
ground,
to
Lardo?
have someone pick give you
Well, I
a
don't
pee
know.
back
Wait,
the
wait.
rest
When
of
is the
your
last
life.
time you actually saw a nail?
I see nails.
I don't know, on the
everywhere.
street
He
stuff.
does.
Or like at a bar, like someone breaks glass, just broken glass. Oh, now I can't walk for like a day because I'm just bleeding.
Well, be conscious of where you're stepping, but yeah, like a sticky, gross, glass-ridden bar would be ideal.
You couldn't go to a bar or club
Like
ever
a club,
again.
you would be just like,
Yeah.
So
Outside lands would be a nightmare. Any concert.
I feel like I've seen people without shoes on at outside lands.
I don't-
Like,
we don't
Shoes
talk
at
about
outside
them.
lands.
That's crazy time.
I take
Well,
off
during
my
the
shoes at
day, it's
outside
okay,
lands.
but at night, I get cold as fuck.
You guys want to see a picture?
I don't
Bare
care.
feet at outside lands.
So you're a hippie.
All right, so who would?
hippies.
Angelo, would you?
For $1 billion? Oh yeah, easy. Easy money.
I mean, why not, right? All right, another one. You get $1 million, but for 1 year, you only can speak backwards. So
A
when
billion
you
or a million?
$1 million, but for 1 year, you only can speak backwards. So
I
when
just
you
sound
talk,
like I'm summoning Satan
when you
constantly.
talk to someone,
Can everyone understand me?
Yeah.
when you talk to someone, it's in reverse. So if I say, for example, "Hey, how's it going today, Angelo?" I would say, "Angelo, today going, it's how hey."
Oh.
Okay, so
Oh.
It would be in reverse.
I thought we were
Order
reading
or
backwards.
backwards.
No,
Like
your
you start-
sentence would be in reverse. So
Oh,
like,
just the sentence, not the words are in reverse?
I mean, for
no, just the
I mean,
sentence, not the letters.
yes,
Me,
the
Dave.
truth. There it is.
So like, everything you would say
There it
would be in reverse.
Sure.
yeah, I would just be really quiet for a year.
Yeah. Stop it, Tommy.
I probably would take it too.
The bare
Oh
feet.
my god.
I would take
I'd
it.
do it.
I would take.
I would
would
just do
just
like
suck.
very short sentences, like
But yes, no, you can. If one word responses are backward and forward either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Bang, done, easy,
I'm in.
sold.
Lock me in.
It's like,
I probably
yes,
would, but it would suck if you'd be
I
like,
And
I don't know.
ready. Just make every.
You're like,
sentence
you're
the
at
same
in and
way.
out and be like,
Well,
like,
if I was like ordering food somewhere, I would have my order just like written down and be like,
Yeah,
I'm-
exactly,
I
yeah.
can't speak.
What
like
would
I'm-
you like a
I'm
number
the-
one, sir?
sorry.
Yes.
can I get a hamburger? Hamburger get can I can something.
Hamburger get?
Yeah, that-
Hamburger? No,
I
yeah,
can
you
get.
said hamburger get?
If I worked
Hamburger
like, in
get.
and out and somebody said that to me, I'd be like, "Sir, did you just have a stroke? Like, what is going on? Like, I need to call you an ambulance, not get you a burger."
One.
Either way, at In-N-Out you could order a double because backwards it's double.
Yeah. You can just say one.
No, you
One.
say double.
Yeah, that's true.
One order. You would like to make one order? One
get?
order. One.
I would do it. I mean, I would do it.
Or you could, if you really
It's only
got
for
good at
1
it,
year.
you could speak
Speak in one-
backwards and it would come
And
out
it would
forwards.
come out forwards. That's
Oh my God.
exactly.
That's tricky.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere, boys.
I'm in.
I have a friend I met last night actually, Matt, and he can actually say words backwards. Like his brain just knows it. So I can be like, say reconciliation backwards, and he'll say it backwards perfectly.
Sucking really ocean.
Yeah, it's like this weird thing like he can just do. And I'm like,
So,
what the hell?
does he like summon demons?
I
Have
mean,
you
who
ever heard
knows?
somebody actually like fully talk backwards?
No,
It sounds
I have
terrifying.
normal
Really ocean.
It's like literally, it's awful.
I don't
it's-
want to hear it.
Nightmare fuel.
Osnarol. That's the only one I remember. That's Lorenzo backwards.
Osmerol.
Osnarol.
Oh, well.
Where does the M come in?
Osnarol. Lorenzo.
Lorenzo?
Because
Osnarol.
Dave,
Where does the N come in?
Dave would always
That's
say it.
M.
Oh,
I thought he said Osmerol.
Osmo.
Osnerol.
So I would take it. It's
I
only
would
for a
also.
year. I think I would
Agreed.
do it.
It is so spooky outside.
It's also getting pretty dark.
is.
We might want to end this earlier.
Yeah.
Diva.
All right. Last one. We'll end it a little earlier.
David Divod.
David. Divide.
Diva.
Diva. All right, yes.
Tommy.
David.
Tommy would be Emot.
Divod. No, it'd be
OL?
Divod. It'd be Divod. What up, OL?
Oh, well.
Oh well.
Divod. Divod.
All right, last one. Money round and $1 billion, but for a whole week, every month, for the rest of your life, you have strep throat for that week. Then it goes away. So every month for a week. those
So
7
once you get
days,
to like 90, you just die
you
from
have
strep throat
strep
at that
throat,
point.
and then after that 1 week, it just goes away. You don't
Every
take
month?
antibiotics or anything.
Every
Yeah,
month.
Every
yeah,
month,
yeah.
but
After a little while,
for that
you're
1
dead.
week. 1 week in that whole month.
Like, Like, how
That's
bad
really
is the
bad
strep
for your
throat?
immune system after a while.
No, but it wouldn't like
throat.
it wouldn't like fuck like anything. Like you would be fine. You wouldn't have to
You'd
take
just be
antibiotics.
irritated.
You would just be like you just have for that week, and then the rest of the month you'd be fine. The next week you'd
I have an actual question. Do you need your uvula?
What?
I mean, yeah, I would assume.
I think your uvula is like for like a little bit of speech, isn't it?
Yes,
don't
it
think
is.
so.
Or,
Yeah.
I, mean, I don't
no,
think it's
it is.
just like your gag reflex.
No, you're right. I think it is.
Maybe
prestige.
I don't know. I really don't know. But what
I
were-
would never take it.
I don't even remember it.
$1 billion. you
$1 billion, but
get strep throat.
oh, yeah,
once a
strep
week.
throat
every
once
Once
a
a week, every
For
month
a
for the
whole
rest of your life.
so that's 12 weeks a year.
12 times, Dom. How many times
So
you
12
live? How many
weeks.
years you live?
12 times.
Like, is it
I
bad?
don't know how many years.
Like, will I be like swelling up? Will it be worse
like, can
other
you,
weeks?
like-
or will
No.
it always be the
it'll
same
just be
bad?
like it'll just be like a constant. Just it won't like give you a fever or anything. You're just
I'm
kind
gonna
of like
take a no.
it'll just be like sore.
$1
Just be like
billion.
sore throat.
I said yes before you even said that whatever it was. Yes, $1 billion. Yes, I'm taking it.
That's a hard one.
$1 billion.
Because having
do you realize what
having
you can
sore
do to
throat
$1
is
billion?
like
Yeah.
the worst.
I could go to the fucking moon with $1 billion if I wanted to.
That's what I'm saying too. I would just buy some like.
Yes, you could. You could definitely build a rocket with under $1 billion and shoot yourself to the moon.
No way.
I don't think so.
No way.
Yes,
no
you can.
fucking way.
Let's see how
I
much a
guarantee
rocket
you, like-
costs to
no
make.
fucking way.
I bet
No
Leo,
way. It
Spa-
definitely
I bet
costs more than
SpaceX
$1 billion.
hasn't spent nearly $1 billion.
That's because they're a cost efficient company. I agree. There's ways to do it that are cost efficient.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be like just me designing a rocket. I'm going to like have some guys like
could
that.
ask
yeah, you're
SpaceX.
right.
Yeah, there we go.
Can I
Boom.
pay you
Yeah.
like a
I'll
mil?
give you
like,
$900
just
million
put me on-
for a sick rocket to the moon, one-way ticket.
Or just be like,
tell me.
I'll pay you $50 million to
Fuck
give
you.
me.
Yeah, fuck me, right?
$1
One-way
billion?
ticket to the fucking moon. Just send me in a fucking rocket.
Just
I'll
because
be
I
there.
want to. No one else.
A one-way ticket. All right,
NASA
bye.
says the moon rocket could cost as much as 1.6 billion. Damn it. But after the space shuttle program retired and NASA last time they went to the moon, NASA said it would cost an average of 450 million each mission.
Bitch,
to launch
that's
the
less than
spacecraft.
$500 million.
Yeah, but they already have the infrastructure set
Yeah,
up.
but-
You're going
but-
from
but
scratch.
that's also-
I would just be
that's
like,
also
hey,
back
hey,
in the
NASA,
80s.
send me a rocket. I'll even up it, Andy, to an even $500 million for you.
Think about it.
But
this
that's also
way.
back in the 80s and 70s.
Okay,
after
then
the
it's even
program
cheaper
was
now with
retired.
What do you mean it's even
technology.
cheaper than inflation?
No,
You're
that would be more.
What do you mean?
Or
That would
the
be
new
more.
technologies and things that
If
can
you
get
were
us
to
to
do
the
it with
moon.
SpaceX, it's cheaper. They reuse.
No,
all
no,
their
no, no,
shit.
no. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
arguing
they
that he's
do.
not going to build his own goddamn rockets.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the argument at hand. I think someone could get a rocket built and get to the moon for under $1 billion.
I think if
Do you
you're
know
a
how much money
billionaire,
Oh, the
if
Falcon-
you're
the
a
Falcon
billionaire,
9
you could
for-
probably reach out to fellow billionaire Elon Musk and say, "Hey, guy, can I pay you $50 million for a seat on your next expedition?"
That I agree with. I'm saying this idiot wouldn't be
Elon-
able to like get a rocket built for
No,
him.
but Leo's
I think
feasible
I
though.
absolutely
This,
could. I just go to like North Korea. Or
Dude,
something.
Angelo, the
Like, yo,
Falcon
build me a
9,
rocket, homie. Kim Jong Un would take
costs
that any
57
day.
mil.
North Korea is
You get in his
stricken
you
with
get in his
poverty.
rocket.
Angelo,
Yeah, you
Go
get in
boom.
that rocket.
Like,
Angelo,
it's targeted right from
The
that state.
the Falcon 9 cost $57 million to build. Therefore, Leo LaRocca, as a billionaire,
Slam
could
dunk.
technically create his own rocket ship and fly
and
himself to the moon.
I'm not only gonna make one rocket. I'm
We
gonna
just
make
ate our own
20
words.
rockets.
Slam dunk my
I'm going to the
ass.
moon and back 20 times.
25
You take the boys.
Yeah, we're all going to the moon.
$2,500 per pound to orbit.
What was it?
$2,500 per pound to orbit. So if you think about
So-
how many pounds, so if you're
Say you're 200
if you're
pounds.
like 200 and then 2,500 per pound, that's already you
That's
yourself.
That's $50,000.
Yeah, you yourself is 50 grand. Well, I mean, that sounds pretty cheap for going up into space.
when you put it that way, some first class tickets are more than $50,000.
It's like you're FedExing your
to
body
Dubai,
to
you get
space.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, like to Australia, like a 20-hour
300,000.
flight in first class is like $70,000.
that's pretty nuts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just win the
62
lottery,
million
become
price tag
billionaires,
max.
and
go to the
create a
moon.
space
Yeah,
Why don't we all
yeah,
pick
I
the
got
same
it.
number, do it for 30 years. Full circle.
Full circle.
Grazie tutto bene.
Yeah, thanks for
we
watching,
might,
guys.
We might as well
It's
end
been
it.
good.
It's been almost an hour. Thank you guys for listening. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let us know what you'd like to see in future videos. And thank you again, Angelo, Leo, and Tommy for being on again.
Remember to follow Mr. Slippy3 on YouTube.